Welcome back. I'm Danny the Dinosaur Drawer, and today we're going to draw the requested dinosaur, Carnotaurus. So this is a very strange but cool looking dinosaur, and I will endeavor to teach you the best way to draw it. So I'm going to be using reference images from the Carnotaurus in the movie, the dinosaur in the Disney movie called Dinosaur, for those of you who have seen it. So yeah, let's begin. So I'm going to start off by just putting in a few basic shapes to help out. So the head is much different than a lot of other carnivorous dinosaurs. So you can just put a circle in for that. And then the body is going to be sort of at a slight angle looking toward us. So that'll be the body. It's got a very short neck. Put in the neck. Basically just using tubes and circles. And then put in the thigh bone or thigh muscle. And this leg will be sort of like that. Looks kind of rough. So the angle I'm going to be doing it from, there's actually a rock piece coming down. So I thought that was cool, and I'll probably leave it. And there are rocks in the back, and it's got short, stubby little arms. It's got horns too. So yeah, that's a quick but basic outline. I know it's kind of fast for some of you, but the real part starts now. So I'm going to start with the leg, because I usually start with the head or the leg when drawing. So just use not too dark of a stroke, but dark enough, because we're not going to be using pen to ink in this drawing. Just put definite lines, but not too hard, because even though you can erase, it's not nice to erase a really dark line. And once you start like putting in the real lines, you want to erase the basic I dropped my pencil. You want to start erasing the other lines. So this dinosaur has a lot of wrinkles, which I will put in further down the track. So that looks pretty good for that leg. It's got very muscular hind legs. Probably trying to making it to run faster. So the backbone is quite high, where the top of the back would be, and the neck comes up like so. And the body is right about the knee, the lowest part of the body. And then the little arms, which are smaller than T-Rex's. And then T-Rex's arms will be right about there. They might be a little bigger, but I'm going to draw them like right now. And then put in the shoulder blade. And it's going to be sort of looking at us like that, if you can get the picture, the idea. So that's going to be the front of it, right about there. I might zoom in a bit for you guys. So now I'm going to start putting more detail in the head. I'll start by putting the nose. You can just put in almost like a flattened A, capital A, for the lip, and then it's got like almost a smiley dinosaur face, but more of a wicked smile, because Carnotaurus was a carnivore. I think it was, I looked it up, and I was pretty sure it's from Argentina. So thank you who requested this dinosaur. I love Carnotaurus, it's very cool. It's an exotic dinosaur, and it's a carnivore, which I like as well. No offense to the herbivore lovers. So that's going to be the eye, will be right about there. So now the head is taking a bit more shape than it did before, than it looked like before. And actually maybe this horn will be a bit higher. See, that's why you don't want to put too dark of a lines. I think I did it a little too dark there. This horn will be right about there. And then it's got a cavity here as well. Now for the bottom jaw. The bottom jaw fits under the... Just erase this, kind of a mess under there. The bottom jaw fits under the top one, so got kind of a wide-ish. It's got a very short jaw, but it's kind of wide. If you get what I'm saying. So it looks better. It's not that round as I first drew it. That looks more like Carnotaurus. It looks a bit more fierce in my eyes. So that's what we're going at. So now I'll put the teeth in right away. It's got not the biggest teeth, but it's got many of them. And then inside, it's actually quite dark. Inside the mouth. But don't draw it too dark, because you want to still be able to see the teeth. I'm going to put a bit of... I will do another tutorial, maybe in the next few months, on Carnotaurus versus the, I believe it's an iguanodon. Which that scene was featured in the movie Dinosaur by Disney, so I will draw that further down the road. It's not one of my priorities, but it'll be. It's got Carnotaurus in it, so all of you out there who love Carnotaurus, be prepared for that video. So it's got some spikes on top of the head. This is a very spiky dinosaur. And now you can just put in some... It's going to put in scales. If you've seen my other videos, you will know my standard procedure for putting in scales. You just put in mostly round scales when you're far away, but when you get up closer, you can make them many different shapes, actually. Just put enough scales to make it look like it has a lot, but not overdoing it sometimes can look bad, so don't overdo it. For some reason this Carnotaurus doesn't look that mean to me. But that's okay. It doesn't have to look mean. I'm going to put in the neck, sort of arches over. Let me just erase these extra lines. They're just getting in my way. Outlines are good, but they can also be kind of messy. So yeah, now I'm gonna just add in some wrinkles and texture into the neck before I put this, spikes in. I think this Carnotaurus is one of the only dinosaurs that they have found skin imprints of, which is very unusual for a fossil. Because usually they only find a few bones. I guess Carnotaurus had very tough skin, so it was able to be preserved. I put in these, I don't know, dorsal spines. Just gonna put several rows of them. They get smaller as they go. Then there's this vein comes from the top of the mouth. It's got quite a lot of wrinkles in the neck below. Let's put a bit of shading in. Just so you get the main idea. So Carnotaurus had a very big body compared to its head. Like the T-Rex. T-Rex has a big body but a small, or a bigger head, I mean, compared to its body. It's a big head, big body T-Rex, but Carnotaurus is big body, smaller head. So I'm not really following the one from Disney. I'm drawing more of a real Carnotaurus, but in that other tutorial I told you about, I will be doing the one from the movie. I'm actually not sure how many people have seen it. It's not really a famous movie. It's more of a kid's movie. I think Carnotaurus has around 4. At least in the picture I have, it's got 4 claws. So all the entire bottom of the belly is shaded in. Like so. Let's put that in. This hand doesn't look very professional, so I'm gonna redo that. That looks better. There, and then you want to get it darker when where it attaches, where a limb is right in front of it, because it would cast a shadow on the leg, or on the body, I mean. So I'm just going to put the dorsal spines, or spikes, on top. So I will be doing the requested dinosaurs further down the track. So I know one of you requested for Stegosaurus, so I'll be doing that one. But I also probably not going to do this soon, but I will probably draw a Stegoceratops. For those of you who know what that is, it's from Jurassic World. So that should be exciting. I mean, yeah, sure, it's not technically a real dinosaur, but neither is Indominus Rex, and I drew that, so I know you guys like that, so that's good. Now I'm just gonna put in, there's a lot of wrinkles in the belly, and the scales seem to be bigger here as well. I really wish they had a Carnotaurus in Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, the movie. That would have been cool. I think they need some other small carnivore besides Velociraptor and one besides like T-Rex and Indominus Rex. They need some medium-sized dinosaur that is let loose when all the other dinosaurs are let loose in the movies. Like one that's not a really big danger, but like, I don't know. They just need a medium-sized carnivore. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, and Carnotaurus would be the perfect choice. In my eyes, of course. I know they had Ceratosaurus in, but that was very brief. It's always like a huge carnivore like Spinosaurus, Indominus Rex or T-Rex, and then the raptors. Well, they did have Dilophosaurus, I know, but I would consider that a small dinosaur because it's smaller than Velociraptor, so that'd actually be the smallest. So I'm just gonna put in the foot. Classic carnivore foot. Now this leg is very dark. I like shading better with pen than with pencil, but we're doing pencil, so that's what we have. See, I do have another shading pencil. I'll sharpen. That'll give me a better shade. I mean, the other one works fine, but this one just is faster and looks better too, so that's the main reason I would use it. I have to be careful with the mouth because I want to still be able to see the teeth. Enhance the horns there. This Carnotaurus does mean like meat-eating bulls, so because of the horns. So I like doing dinosaurs that are at a different angle than just a side view, because this way you could draw another dinosaur next to it or something like that. Side view is more just learning how to draw it, which is fine, but it's fun to do actually a real piece of art. And put the ground under there. Now we can finish up this leg. So just jumble in a bunch of scales, wrinkles to complete this leg. Shaded in a bit there. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. Now we just need to put in the tail. The tail goes right. Not the whole tail is showing, but and the scales sort of died out on the tail, like so. So for the bottom of the section of the tail, I always do these long strokes like I just did. And then for the top, I do lines like that. That's just usually what I do. Most of the time it looks pretty good. And then you are free to put in scales. Put in those scales. So yeah, that looks pretty good for a Carnotaurus. Keep on having to erase the smudge marks I made. I guess you could leave them, but... And now I will quickly... And my fingers are all smudged up. You can see like right on the side. I will draw this rock in roughly. Not completely, just the edge of it. So you'll get an idea what the scenery looks like here. Then it's flat right all the way along there. And there's more rocks that come up along the edge. Alongside. So you're free to finish the rocks. I'm not going to do it right now. I know it's kind of sad, but I'm here to teach you guys how to draw dinosaurs, not rocks and objects. So now you can just sign your drawing. I usually just put my initials in, and then you can put in the date. So yeah, let me zoom out so you guys can see the finished piece of art. So yeah, if you like this video, please share it and subscribe. Leave a comment, put a thumbs up, and check out my Carnotaurus video. Where I don't know when it's going to come out, but check that out when it comes out. And also the Stegosaurus one, which will be one of my next ones to come, probably in the next month. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.